Hi everybody. So if your camera is not on, we expect that you're naked. So if you're naked, keep your camera off. But if you're not naked, you can turn it on. Don't you guys agree? Camera's off. We just assume you're not wearing clothes.
And one thing we did want to share tonight is moving forward. You know how we've got this just dominating?
Team call rules.
Team call rules. If someone shares moving forward or someone has a question, doesn't matter what it is, we're just going to go the old boom.
We're partying.
We're partying
That's
from
our
now
party
on.
fingers.
Because the thing is, we need to make sure that everyone feels comfortable in this environment to unmute and share. And that is our showing of appreciation, gratitude, pouring love into those people. It doesn't matter if you stuff it up. Doesn't matter. If you unmute, you're getting these. You're getting these puppies. All right? So can we all put a show of hands if that's we're happy with that? Test the hands. Happy with that? We're all good? All right, let's just go. We'll go one here. Fingers up. One just needs to be slightly higher than the other. And then on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, you just switch. And you switch. And you dominate. You dominate. I just laugh every
That's up. I can't see yours.
It just makes you smile every time you do it, right?
I just laugh every time.
We're not smiling and having fun.
Yeah, if someone shares from now on, let's just do that because I think it's really important that we have engagement from everyone.
Team rule.
Yeah.
All right, let's rock.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. So we're doing recognition first. So guys, there was a few people that were invited to Good to Great with David Wood, which is the next step up from UIA. So there was a few people invited, but the ones that actually went were Greg, Rach P, Jara Batsa, Rosanna and Urena. So I want to recognise every single one of you for making that effort, realising that this is a progression in your journey and learning. So they jumped on the plane, they went to Brisbane and trained with the amazing David Wood for 4 days. And I know Rosanna's going to talk a little bit about that later on. In terms of enrolments, there's been quite a few people have done really well this week. So Ben and Amanda, congratulations on 3 enrolments this week. Fantastic. Michelle down in New Zealand, 2 enrolments. Paul and Tanya, 2 enrolments. Natalia, 2 enrolments. And then those that have had the 1 enrolment this week that are still in the winter onesie, and Greg will talk about it later, is Colleen, Nicole, Shez, Pete and Sue, and Rachel T. And I forgot to mention us, we got 2. Now the other person or people that I wanted to recognise is Nina and Chloe, and they both went to a bridal expo on the weekend. I haven't heard any feedback around it yet, but I know that they went there to share Isagenix and obviously network and collect some numbers. So well done on getting out of your comfort zone and doing that. So anything else that people want to sort of put their hand up and recognise in their team?
New timers.
Now,
first timers on the call.
Yeah, who's the first timer on the call?
There's 2 of them. I can see
There we
Vivian, Dave.
Yes.
Yep.
We love you guys. Welcome. Our amazing team call that's on every Monday night. And every single Monday it's something different. So we just encourage everyone to get on here and bring as many people as you can. Okay. Anything I've missed before we move on? Just unmute yourself. Someone did a sip and sample.
Anyone doing a sip and sample, you guys are amazing.
Amazing. Annie and Susie for their expo. Fantastic. Well done, guys. Okay. Are you on to something next?
Winter onesies.
All right, winter onesies. Let's just get the old yes, winter onesie. Love you guys so much. We have it pumping again this week. Let's go onesies. So probably need to share my screen. That might be help.
Just like saying onesies.
Yeah, I do like saying onesies. If anyone wants to, look at that for a Chrissy present, I'm open. Happy with a winter onesie.
We need one at the moment.
Yeah, we do. Anyway, the incredible Julianne, Colleen, Natalia, Ben and Amanda, and my beautiful wife, Rach, smashed out a couple of enrolments this week. So what we're going to do is just do the first 4.
Yeah.
Okay, well done, Ben and Amanda. Rachel's just said you're getting nitro, which is great. But we're going to do the first 4 as a little spin.
So, sleep spray.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on here? No, don't know what that is.
That's a bit of spam. Sleep spray. It's the best.
How am I going? This would be good to look back on.
An amazing network marketer, but not such a good speller.
What did I call it last time? Random. That's it. Random. Auto draw. Come on. Now, where is it? You know what? This is not good. Random
picker.
Wheel. Please laugh. Bit of fingers.
Patience is a virtue.
I can't remember what I called it. No, I don't want that. That's what it was. There we go. Random number. Okay. Ooh, this is fun. All right. Fawny, probably a good idea to pause this one, Fawny.
Takeaways from good to great on the weekend. It'd be amazing if you want to unmute yourself.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share a little bit more than good to great, if that's okay, in terms of I first went to a David Woods thing November last year in UIA, and that was a turning point for me. At that point, I was sort of just thinking about running the business. That was in November last year, and by the time I got to UAA this year, I became director. So I done some work. And then to be invited to the David Woods, Good to Great thing is still, and winning the ISA Derby as well. My mind is still blown by that, but going, like, UAA was amazing. So to go to that, to actually, he stretches you, gets you out of your comfort zone. You know, you got to hug people. I don't like hugging thousands of people. You know, I do now. So, you know, and just opening yourself up. And then the Good to Great was, I love hugging you. She just looked at me really weird. Going Good to Great was just a whole other level of just taking the lid off, you know, because we do play small, and I don't think I even realised that I was playing small. I was just sort of doing what I thought was big, and then in reality you realise, oh, actually I'm a tiny fish playing in a tiny pond when I can be a big fish in a bigger pond, you know. And yeah, and just really understanding the gift that we have with Isagenix also. That was just a whole other, this company is amazing. I mean, it's just so, everything, it generates more money to give it back to all of us, just by us helping other people create something, you know. So it just keeps coming and coming. And he did, you know, that little thing that Greg did at the start. He put our names in a box, in a hat thing. And when we first got there, we were all shitting our pants. We didn't want our names to be called out because we had no idea what was going to be. But by the end, we were all like, call my name out. I want to get up there and do this and you know, present and just learn. And it's such a safe environment. My suggestion is for everybody, do whatever you can to get yourselves there, because it just takes you to a whole other place. Not just your business, it's more of a personal thing. It's a personal growth thing, which in turn I know it will flow into your business. Because I mean, even today I talked to 3 people that I've always been scared to talk to, and I didn't care about the outcome. I just did, because you know what have you got? You've got nothing to lose. I mean, if you don't speak to them, you'll never know anything. They'll never know what a gift Isagenix is, and you just won't grow. And so now, and learn to disconnect from the outcome of whatever the answer is, yes, no, you know. Yeah, it was just good. I can't even, I'm still processing it actually. So I'm still, like, I went through my folder and I was like, man, and then, you know, my daughter's there going, all right, tell me. And I'm like, okay, I need to just process this whole thing and get you through it like I got through it, because it's just from start to finish.
Hey, Rosanna, what's the one thing you're going to implement into your business?
The one thing that I'm going to implement into my business is taking action daily.
Okay, awesome. Love it. Thank you so much. Let's do the boom for sharing. Love it, Rosanna. Thank you so much. You're amazing. We love it. Hey, Jared, can you unmute for a second? Just let us know.
1 minute.
Just 1 minute. What are you going to take out of David Wood event? You know, you're up sharing on stage, which was amazing to watch. But what are you going to do, buddy? What changed for you?
It really just made me think about what my 100% looks like. So, you know, at these events, you know, it's like, all right, is everyone, you know, willing to play at 100%? Everyone's like, yeah, let's play at 100%. You know, but what does your 100% actually look like for you? And can you actually change like what your 100% looks like? So for me, it's really making me have a serious look at what I feel like is 100%, and am I giving that daily? Am I actually really giving 100%? So it's making me have a good look at that. And I think for me, just having all the systems in place, ready to go, being consistent. And the other thing, we got these, can you see these 2 little bands? So when you have, yeah, that's it, Greg. You know, whenever we have these negative thoughts that come into our head, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I don't know if I can speak to that person, or I'll do that tomorrow. I'll call that person tomorrow. David Wood gave us these bands, and whenever you have like a self-defeating thought, you grab this black band and you like pull it, and it smacks your skin and it hurts, and then you come up with a positive thought like, I'm going to do that right now, or I am good enough. And his way was to really like to reaffirm the positive. So like kiss your arm like. And tell yourself that you're like, I am good enough, or I do love myself, or whatever, you know, the negative was, find the opposite in a positive and really reaffirm that to yourself. And everyone deals with these thoughts daily, and some people hundreds of times a day. So really, the more awareness you can have about yourselves and what's going on in here will make a really big impact and a shift in the way you do life and your business.
Mate, that's so good. Thank you so much. Let's just give him some love there. That's so good. That's so good, brother. Thank you so much. That was by far the biggest thing that I took out of the event, were these 2 little things on my wrist. Absolutely incredible, because we can't get away from what's called the imposter inside of our head. And the one thing I love what David said was, if you're not where you want to be in this business, which, let's face it, we're all not where we want to be, because we're always going to continue to grow. If you're not where you want to be right now, it's because of one thing, and it's because of the story that's inside your head that's holding you back. So every single person on this call tonight, including me, including Rachel, including the other age, has a story that we're buying into right now that is stopping us from getting to the next level in our business. Guarantee you. So the fact of having this stops that process of self-sabotaging, because your brain is trying to protect you always and keep you safe. So as you step forward to make that call or do that sip and sample or whatever it might be, that imposter, which is, you give it a name, and that's the thing that's turning up, and it's telling you, no, Do it later. No, you're not good enough. You're fat. You don't look good. You're getting old. Whatever it is that's stopping you, that is the moment where you've got to slap that wrist and do the opposite. So the biggest thing is take the step. That was the biggest thing that he talked about. You can slap your wrist all day long, but if you don't turn it into a positive and then take the step immediately, nothing changes. So we're back on, yeah, good work, great share, Jazz, appreciate it. So we're back on deck with our onesie. So just give me 1 sec, we found it. So here we go.
For the sleep spray, guys, only available in America.
So Julie and I'm on points 2, Natalia's 3.
Do they get it if they're not on the call?
Yes, they get it if they're not on the call. Ben's a 4.
No, they got.
Oh, they got
Nitro.
Nitro. Okay, that's fine then. All right, well, I'll just have to change it slightly to 3. Drum roll.
Yeah.
And
spin that wheel. Number 2.
2 is Colleen. Well done, Colleen. You are going to sleep through the night like a baby.
She needs it. She's a nurse doing all that shift work.
So, well done. Awesome work, great. So, winter onesie next week. All right, let's get into the training for tonight. I know that you've been hanging on the edge of your seat. We're going to be talking about, you're going to be talking about the launch of the new product, aren't you?
So, yeah, do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, so just start with that and then we'll go with the...
So, got some really exciting news. Some of you may have seen this, some of you may not. Isagenix are releasing Mocha Shake July the 4th at 8:30 in the morning. So who likes Mocha Shake? It's my favorite. It's delicious. Basically, it's limited time, so there's a real limited amount. But the thing is for all of you guys is to think about how can the Mocha Shake benefit your business, okay? So I've done a Facebook Live before. It's on Team Free, and it's called Shake Drop. Okay, we will get that live up towards the top of the page, but we go through things like contacting your people, your cleansers, old cleansers, new cleansers, inactives, and letting them know about the shake, and reaching really, really deep to make sure that everybody knows. But the biggest, the most important thing here is making sure that you've got a goal for next week and that everybody is paid as consultant or paid as manager and that we know your goal, okay, and that you know your goal. So what you need to do, all right, is watch the Facebook Live. I'm going to put the template message out and you can message that to everybody and watch the Facebook Live and then get into your back office and have a look at how many people you've got enrolled who are active and make sure you know what your target is for next week. Now, we will work with you guys all individually because we're not going to spend time on a training call because everybody's at different levels. But some of the things to consider is your goal a 5-cycle bonus? Okay, and that's $250. But to hit 5 cycles, you need to be a consultant this week. So every single one of you, we want you as a paid consultant. Okay, if you're not a paid consultant,
which is one on the left, one on the right.
Yep, with 100 volume going through, you need to do everything you can to make that happen this week because we really want to help you get to 5 cycles next week. Okay, and then for people who are earning more money, so that's, you know, the $500, the $1,000, the $1,500 a week, and there's a lot of you. We need to make sure you're at the rank to be paid the bonus. Okay, so you need to read the flyer and then speak to us. Okay, we will help you. All right. We just want to make sure that we're getting the right information to the right people. So that's why we're not going to go through it all now. But we're committed, you know.
Absolutely. And it's really up to you guys to reach out to whoever your leader is that you're working with. So we're not going to chase you about this. It's up to you really to take ownership and get in contact with us, and we'll work with you and work out what's going on in your back office and get you there.
But just know that a seasonal shake isn't, it's about, yes, getting everybody to order, amazing, who likes the shake, but it's also giving you an opportunity to really clean up some great bonuses. It's like the Cougars have said, hey, do you want a $500 bonus? Do you want a $1,000 bonus? This is the week to do it. We've told you in advance, it's not coming out until next Thursday. I'm going to put the messages up now. Anybody who wants the shake, guys, I would actually be setting the time planner in a Facebook message for 8:30 Thursday morning, just so it, and make sure you name it Mocha Shake. Make sure everybody knows how to order it. If you've got some new people who've got no idea how to order, you need to step them through it, okay? Because we know that people are more likely to place an order and to place a bigger order if you help them. And I think that's all we need for Shake Drop. I'm going to give you guys everything, okay? Let's get into the fun stuff for tonight.
Okay. So, who here would like to play at 100? What's the word?
100.
Yes. 100%. Hands up. Show of hands if you want to play at 100%. If you want to be a hungy, let's call it a hungy, all in. You want to be a hungy all in? Let's do it. So our training this week, which is really exciting because it is coming from one of the hottest leaders in Isagenix at the moment. This is what he's doing with his team, which is exciting. I'm halfway through my 100 list just before I went to David Wood, and I know that some of the team are already doing it, which is exciting. But he has an 8-step process in order to get 100 stories in front of his Facebook list or his prospects, his network. So if you're prepared to play at 100%, which you just said you are, what we're going to do this week is, for those of you that are excited about sending 100 of your stories to your Facebook friends, we're going to set up a thread called the 100 Message 8-Step Club. Doesn't really matter what the name is, but those of you that want to be a part of it, this week we're doing the 100 messages for those who are excited, who want to actually stretch themselves and actually do this together. So tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to get you to actually write out your 30-second story on a piece of paper or on your phone, doesn't really matter. And we have a post on Team Free that we would love to see your story posted in Team Free tonight. So that is our goal by the end of tonight's session, is to have that 30-second story written out. And I'm just going to share my screen with you, and you can see, if I just go here, where is Facebook? Okay. So you will see just here, no, we don't want that. I'm just bringing up the 30-second story that's not really showing very well. Anyway, the 30-second story template you can get from isagenixbusiness.com. We've got it in the thread as well, don't we? That's all right.
So this is how you find things, guys. Straight into Google.
Not really.
Yeah.
It wasn't on Isagenix Business anyway. It'll come up here in a second. There we go. Okay, so here's your 30-second story template. When it comes up.
So stories are really, really important. It's the most important thing that we can master. Sorry that my face is not there.
And that this is downloading so slow. It's all good. So stories sell, facts tell. And one thing that we learned from David Wood this week was the fact that how often are you sharing your story?
You're going to just actually do this. I want to hear her story.
So your 30-second story, you know, before nutritional cleansing, and you've got 3 steps. Before nutritional cleansing, bang, bang, bang. So for me, I was addicted to coffee. I was waking up as if it was the end of the day, and I was working 6 and 7 days a week and not seeing my kids grow up. I was introduced by a really good friend of mine, and over 4 years ago, and as a result, I now bounce out of bed with abundance of energy. I don't have to worry about coffee, and I'm now full-time at home with my kids. But what I'm super excited about is the fact of showing this to other people, people that I truly care about, and helping them free themselves physically and financially. So that is an example of a story. So ideally, what we want you to do is write down your story. You might already have your story ready to go and your before and after. Now, if it's a business one, great. If it's a before and after of your body, fantastic. So you apply it to this story. And what we're going to show you is the 8 steps on our Team Free business page. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. I'm just going to bring it up. So Rachel's put it up on Team Free, which is really good. Okay. Okay. So as you see here, you'll see a post that's got 8-step 100 message challenge post, okay? And inside there, we have the 8 steps for you guys to follow. We have the first message that you need to, that, you know, we would suggest you send out as a template. And then you're sending your story, and then you have the message when they respond back. So ideally, what you're looking to do is, hey, I've just been to an event and they've given me an awesome task to send out my brief message to, you know, some of my friends. I was just wondering if you are open to checking out my story and giving me some feedback. So that would be your first message. The idea with this is to send your story 100 times and release the outcome. So don't worry about what they send back. Release yourself from the outcome. But the goal is to get yourself in front of 100 people this week by sending out your story. And what we're going to do, for those of you that are prepared to do it and pumped to do it, we're going to set up a thread and we're going to work together this week. And our goal is to have everyone send out their 100 messages. Okay.
So Violetta did it. She sent out 75 requests and she got 71 yeses to share her story. That is exceptional.
Amazing.
Okay.
How exciting is that?
And Urena just did 35 before this call.
So I sent out 46 and I had 9 from that 46, and I've just checked and I've had over 17 come back saying yes, they would like more information. And these are cold people. These are not even people that even know me. So for you guys that are really working this business in the early stages, or you might be in it 2 years or 3 years, doesn't really matter. Those people that know, like, and trust you, how many people are going to come back and say, yeah, sure, I'd love to hear your story and give you some feedback? Okay. So you send the story, and then as soon as they respond back, it doesn't really matter what they respond back. If they respond back no, like, no, I'm not really going to give you some feedback. That's okay. Just ask for a referral. Okay, but it's inside of these 8 steps. You'll see it. The other thing is, if they respond back and give you some great feedback, awesome. Hey, I know this may not be for you, but I was just wondering if you knew anyone that it would be for. Okay, so you're always giving the person you're sending this message to, you're always giving them a way out. You're giving them an out. So you're not pressurizing them to start, but you're giving them an option that, hey, I know this may not be for you, but what I'm looking to do is I want to chat to someone that you think this would be amazing for. Okay. Now, if they respond back, yes, I want to know some more information. I want to know how you've just got a rock hard body or you've lost 10 kilos or whatever the story is. Then get them into a 3-way message with your leader or mentor. Okay. 3-way Facebook message or into a 3-way call. All right. Use your leader, use your upline to make sure that they're the ones jumping on the call, and they will then go through our team-free training, the 8 steps. They will go through those questions to make sure they're getting to the bottom of what they need. So let's have a look. We've got some questions up here. Have a look in the chat. If there are any questions, please pop them into the chat. So Violetta, 75 requests out, should 71 say yes. How good's that? Let's give her a little, let's give her the phrases. Yep, cool.
Just sending those messages, just fantastic. Well done.
And I know Loz sent out 50 the other day. Maddie, how did Loz go with her 50? Did she get her 100 done?
She was up to 70. And what's your?
Got about 50 back.
She got 50 back.
And I've got over half saying yes. They want to separate.
And over half are saying yes, they want to see the story.
Okay, that's massive.
Awesome.
That's absolutely massive.
Just finding with the people, when you're asking for referral, where do you go when people are, oh yeah, look, if I know of anyone, I'll let you know. Where do you go?
That's totally fine. So, you know, what you'll do then is let them go, and then in 48 hours or a week, hey, just circling around, just wondering if you knew of anyone or anyone came to mind. You know, I know that you said a week ago that you were going to look for someone. Were you able to come up with someone for me?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yeah. The whole idea about these 100 messages, the whole idea is to get 100 messages in front of your network. All right. What they're going to do is, that doesn't mean that 100 people are going to start with you. What it means is that 100 people now know your story. They're watching you and they're following you, okay? And it's your job to put those people that are coming back saying yes and giving you a response, to put them in your follow-up system. So you're touching base with them, you're commenting on their posts, you're circling back around constantly, okay? But how cool is it to be able to get Violetta, 71 people will now hear her story? That's going to save you a lot of time, because imagine trying to talk to 71 people. Okay? It's crazy. It's awesome. Love it. Anyone else? Any questions with that?
What we suggest you do, the leaders that have already pulled together their stories, if you can post them in the thread or on the page.
On the page.
Yeah, on the page. Let's put it on the Team Free page. Just put in your stories there so other people can look at it, and it might prompt them, and they can maybe use some of that and change it around for them to make it personal. So if you could do that, that would be great.
I'm going to do mine now.
And as we know, many of you are going to have multiple stories. You know, you're going to have an energy story, you're going to have a fitness story, or, you know, a mum story, staying at home story, or you're going to have a business story, how it's changed your life. You have many different stories. So having a few of them up your sleeve is really important, and thinking about which story you're going to send to that person.
Can I ask, are we doing like a video of it or just typing it in?
So
whatever you like. If you want to do a video, that's cool. Or if you just want to, you know, you've got it typed out, or you want to take a photo of it on your notes, whatever you prefer to do. It's just
voice record.
Yeah, voice recording's a good one too. Just whatever you prefer. You know, it's just to help other people to get into action, and maybe it's going to, you know, they might relate to that story and maybe use some of it.
So let's spend the next 10 minutes doing your story. So for those of you that haven't got the 30-second template, it is on the Team 3 page inside that thread. We have the 8 steps inside that thread. You can click on that and start going through your story. If you don't have a story, this is where you need to reach out to your leader, mentor, upline. Say, hey, you know, send it to them. Make sure that they're checking it off. I'm going to post mine in there now and my photo.
Use each other as well. Oh, sorry, you can't see me, but use each other. Like, get each other to share it. Post it to the page and ask for feedback. You know, you've all got little ISA buddies. Sorry, I shouldn't say little, but, you know, and we'll check it as well for you. We want you to down pat your story, and we want you to have a couple of different stories as well, but let's just master one story to start with, okay?
What's our, you know, what are we saying is our sort of time frame around this?
Yeah.
What, for the story?
Yeah.
So ideally, we want to get this story done tonight. So by the end of the call, have this story at least some sort of framework done to it. We're going to set the thread up. For those of you that want to be a part of the 100 message goal this week, 100 message club, that's how easy is that? And we're obviously going to add you all in it. Now, inside of there, you're going to have till tomorrow morning to get these messages out, okay? So we're going to workshop that inside that thread. If you need any help, great, send it to us privately. We'll workshop it with you. Once we've got it down pat, off you go. So those of you that are on this call, most of you have been to UIA events.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be doing more than 50 messages from Facebook Messenger. If you want to go down, because Dave's asked a question, we have to be really cautious with Facebook and sending the same message on repeat. So guys, if you had 25 messages a day on Facebook over the next 4 days, that's 100. Maybe you can do 25 on Facebook and you can do 25 text messages. You know, that's 50 today. Work out, you know, like work it out, but just don't go hammering 100 tonight on Facebook, because Facebook will ban you from sending messages. I just got banned then from sending something. So just make sure you're really aware of that. And yeah.
Okay, the reason why we're doing this, and just before we get into it, the reason why we're doing this is because...
Greg, sorry mate. It's hard to hear you. Are you able to put the
computer back?
Sorry, man.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. All right, is that better? Thank you, appreciate that. So the reason why we're sending the 100 this week, there's a strategy in it, is because of the shake drop next week.
And something big is coming.
Okay, so you got Mocka next week. For those of you to hit these bonuses, and it's so important, just give me 1 second. It's so crucial that you see this. No, I want them to spend the time writing the message out. I'll just be 1 sec on this. So here we go. It's going to take a second to load. Here we go. So this is the reason, guys. Can you all see that? I'm sure you can. This is the reason why we need to send the 100. Am I shared that screen? I don't reckon I did. How am I going? Yeah, sure you can see that. All right, here we go. Tell you one thing, 40 hours of David Wood is making me an absolute challenge tonight on this computer. Anyway, this is the reason why we're sending out.
It's not David.
It's not David? No. This is the reason why we're sending out the 100 this week. This is 4 years in the making, by the way, that we're doing this way. Because every single time a shake drop comes, we are too slow to act. So next week the shake drop comes, and all of a sudden, I'm going to just make an example of manager. So here's the manager, right? You hit 10 cycles for the week, and you receive a $500 bonus for the first time that you do it. Now, let's say next week, you rock up next week, you've got the shake drop, the Mocka drops, and all of a sudden you hit 10 cycles. Awesome. You think you're going to get the $500 bonus, but because you're not paid as manager this week, you are not going to get the $500 bonus. So I don't want to see any person not aware of this before next week. It's so crucial that you are paid as your rank the week before you hit the bonus. So if you're running for 5 cycles, right, it's crucial that you are paid as consultant this week. You have to hit consultant this week to get your $250 bonus next week when the mocha shake drops. All right. 10 cycles, you've got to be manager this week to hit $500 bonus. Director, so to hit 20 cycles and $1,000 bonus, you've got to be a director, paid as director this week. Okay. It's so crucial that you get this, guys, because if next week shows up, shake drop, oh shit, I wasn't paid as, you miss out on $500 or $250 or $1,000, which is huge. It's so massive, all right? So this is only through trial and error. We're now doing it this way to prepare you for next week. So that's crucial. The 100 messages is crucial. And talking to people this week that have dropped off, so important, ready for next week. People that order maybe 50 BV a week or a month, right? Talk to them this week about what's coming next week. Get them ready, all right? Get all your ducks lined up in a row, because when mocha drops and people on average order 5 at a time, your cycles are going to go up, and if you're paid as that rank this week, you're going to get the bonus next week, all right? How's that sound? Cool. Okay, let's spend the next 5 to 10 working on our story, and I'll just mute out.
If we've already done the story, start messaging people.
Yeah, great point. If you've already got your story sorted, fantastic. Start messaging people now and asking them if you can share your story. All right?
And if anyone's got their story and wants to check it, send it to me and I'll Facebook and check it.
Yep.
Let's go.
Pick your most impactful before and after photo. Now, it might not be a weight loss just quickly, might be your face has changed dramatically, all right? And that's an energy shot. Your face might look not healthy and then very healthy, okay? So it's something that's impactful as a
Hey guys, can I ask a question, please?
Of course you can.
Just with these people that I'm going to get back to, obviously I haven't told them. I mean, a lot of these people are personal friends of mine, so they've seen some photos that I've put on Facebook, and a lot of them have come back to me and said, well, you look amazing, whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. But I don't think they're all interested in the weight loss. And I'm just wondering, do I go in with the same story to all of them, or do I try to tweak it? And I'm just guessing. I really don't know what their motivation would be or what their hot button would be. So how do I approach it with these people that have said, yeah, I'd love to share your story, I'd love to hear your story? I just don't know, to give them the same story or vary it.
Yeah, that's an incredible question. I love that question. So, and it is a bit of a guess here, right? So I'm just going to just give you an example. Let's say you look at someone's photo and they look from a photo that they are very thin, let's say, then you might give them an energy story, okay? So to give you an idea, guys, an energy story smashes everything. Everyone wants energy. All right. If you've got a weight loss story, that's awesome. But what about just giving them, instead of a weight loss story, you give them the before and after photo, but talk about the amount of energy you have. All right. Because not everyone wants to lose weight. And the other thing is that not everyone wants to admit they want to lose weight. But energy is an easy one. I've had so many people say, oh, no, I don't need to lose any kilos, but geez, I need some energy. And then they lose 10 kilos and goes, geez, I love losing 10 kilos. Like, but if you started out giving it you need to lose 10, or would you like to lose some weight? They'll be like, no. Like, maybe going for the energy violator. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, because I don't want to offend anyone or get anyone, back up the wrong way whatsoever. So I wasn't sure how to approach it.
Hey guys, all good if I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go for it, Dave.
Sweet. So I'm pretty new. I'm 6 days into it, and that's 21 hours to go from my cleanse. It's going so far, so good. But I'm just wondering what I should put down as my story, because I'm looking forward to sharing this. I like the idea of energy, but having what I have so far, I'm just struggling to find a way to make it more of an impactful story.
Love it. So you're obviously joining for the business, Dave, and obviously for your health, correct?
Yeah, that's correct, both of them.
Yeah, so what you can say, the most important thing with your stories, guys, is being authentic and real, because that trumps everything. Don't try and be fake in any one of your stories. Be absolutely authentic. So Dave, you're starting and you want this business and you want to improve your health. So you can say to someone, hey, I'm literally 6 days into my health and wellness opportunity, right? I'm looking to increase my energy, or it might be increase your lean muscle gain, but I'm also very interested in the secondary income stream that this opportunity gives. So straight away, you're giving them the exact example of what you're looking to achieve. So I'm interested to build lean muscle, but I'm also interested in earning additional income to give me some more time freedom, to give me more fulfillment, to take this online business so I can travel the world. So you can paint the picture and share with someone the future of what you're looking to do. I'm 6 days into this nutritional cleanse, and I'm feeling 10 out of 10. Like however you're feeling right now, give them that story. Okay. I'm already 6 days into my nutritional cleanse, and boy, am I feeling next level. You know, I was dragging my feet out of bed, and now 6 days later, I'm bouncing out of bed. Okay. I'm super excited to share this with you, but more importantly, I'm looking for driven people who want to improve their health, but more importantly, want to earn some extra income. I'd love your feedback. Let me know either way. I'm open to honest feedback, something like that, right? So you're 6 days in, but hey, you got this like massive future that you're trying to project out into the world. And, you know, I would workshop that with Rach, you know, or whoever your upline is. I'm not exactly sure who your upline is. So Rach, workshop it with Rach. She'll bounce it back and forward with you to make it sound really good. And then off you go, man. Does that help?
Yeah, man, that's really good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got to, first of all, get the initial post up as well. So I'm still working on that. But I really want to run with this as fast as possible. I think the idea of perhaps going with maybe an indirect approach or something, or because I don't know, it's not really my style to go quite direct about things. I know that's probably not the best thing, but maybe, hey, do you like the story, or do you know of anyone that would be interested in this kind of stuff, that kind of thing. But I'll work that over with Rach anyway.
Yeah, man, go the indirect, go the referral options. This whole 100 messages is all about referrals. So it's not the direct approach. It's really about sharing your story. So giving them what's happened to you and what you're looking to achieve. But then more importantly, you're looking for referrals. So the reality is they're going to say, well, I don't know anyone. Yes, I know someone. Or what about me? They're the 3 responses you're going to get. And the cool thing is you're in front of 100 people, man. So if you did that weekly, like far out, right? Like massive. You did that 100 a week, there's 5,000 people you've sent your story to in a year, okay? So it's pretty crazy when you start looking at that. And what is the cap on Facebook? 5,000. So you've got plenty of people that you can go and target and talk to and share your story. And your story is going to keep evolving, okay? All right, so we've got a couple of minutes left just before we wrap it up tonight. What I would love to see is inside the Team Free thread. So for right now, if you can, type the word yes inside of the Team Free thread. So we'll all do that now. If you want to be in this 100 message challenge this week. And then what we'll do is transfer you across into the 100 message challenge thread, because we're going to work closely with you guys to make sure you've got your story sorted and ready to go for tomorrow, out to your Facebook list, or you can send it to your, hey guys.
All right, we're workshopping.
Yeah, that's cool. But it's not easy for them. They're trying to listen to 4 people. So ideally, we'll workshop it with you inside that thread, get you ready for tomorrow, get those 100 messages out this week, ready for Mocha Shake next week, okay? Sound cool? So if you can, just pop it in the Team Free thread. Are we people sending in there? Okay, we've got 16 yeses so far, which is pretty exciting. It's amazing. Out of 40. Well, I would love to see 40 yeses in there, wouldn't you? That should be in the thread. Okay, Race just said if you're a brand new person, you're not in the Team Free thread, then send it to her privately and she'll add you to the thread. But this is better. This is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 21. That's half so far. So that so far is 2,100 messages going out this week, which is pretty exciting.
If you're scared shitless to do this, so we, and that means you need to. It means you just need to grow, just get a little bit uncomfortable, and everything else starts to get a bit easier. Promise.
You know how much I love this team? I love this team so much. You guys are so good. Team Free, just sit. Look at these guys. Look, yes, 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 yes. So what is the benefit of doing this? You're going to work on your story, which is story sell, right? So you're going to work on your story. You're going to keep getting that better. You're going to send and be in front of 100 people this week. What is that going to do for your business moving forward? Absolutely exciting. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, Greg, it's Fawn.
Hey, Fawn.
Hi, I was just wondering if I could just share really quickly. So
yes.
I went to UIA the weekend before, and I pretty much started sending out these messages at the start of last week straight away. And I did exactly what David told us to do. So I just stopped worrying about what the responses were going to be, what people would think of me, stopped worrying about the judgment, and I just went for it. And I actually put a lot of people down on my list. There are a lot of guys that I never would have approached before because I was probably embarrassed about how I looked. And it's actually been the males that I've been getting a really good response from. And there's a lot of people that haven't answered. There's some that have said, that sounds like MLM, don't really like the approach, but they've been honest and given me feedback nonetheless, and we've kept, talking about it. But I think that for me, it's been a breakthrough because now I'm just sending them and I don't care what the response is. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, Fawn, let's give a little one of these for sharing. It's so good, Fawny. Look at everyone. I love this. It's so good. So, Fawn, thank you so much for sharing, because that makes a big difference to me hearing that, and I'm sure yeah, it is. And you know what, the moment Rach sent it to me, I'm like, all right, bang. So I just sent out 46 or whatever it was, and I didn't even look at my phone. I just sent it out, and then I turn around later and I look and I'm like, all right, there's 9 responses already. Yeah, sure, love to hear it. Yep. I've never even spoken to these people, so imagine when you guys are speaking to your friends, close friends, the response you're going to get.
Does anyone want to share their story that they've put together? We'll finish off with one of the stories. 9 o'clock.
Who's excited?
Who's scared?
Who's scared?
I've got kind of half of one, I suppose.
Yeah, do it. Go, Dave.
I'll just run it as an intro. Let me know what you guys think. Said, I'm literally 6 days into a powerful cleanse before I was struggling with healthy eating and energy levels. That's just as open. That's all I got so far. I'll put the rest in. Would you change that?
Yeah.
Or keep it the same?
Tell them how you were feeling 6 days ago.
Okay, so before I was struggling with healthy eating and energy levels. Elaborate on that more, you reckon?
What were you feeling out of 10?
Now?
No, before.
Oh, before. Probably about a 4 or 5.
Okay, so 6 days ago, I was feeling absolutely exhausted. I was a 4 out of 10. I was dragging my feet out of bed. And 6 days later, I now am bouncing out of bed and I am a 10, or I am an 8, or I'm a 7, and I'm on the way to a 10. Yeah, I'm noticing results already.
So you've got to be real. So
Yeah.
you can, if you're not bouncing out of bed, don't write that, but just say you're noticing results already.
Yeah.
And this is as indirect as you can go, but what's really important for all of you guys, Dave is brand new to Isagenix, okay? He's never done a 30-story second template. He's never been to an event. You guys all have the ability to enroll a Dave. Who wants a Dave?
I want Dave.
Who wants a Dave in this?
We got Daves on the call, but
Yeah.
we want more Daves.
You want to know how to really support and coach them through this and how to help them do their 30-second story. Okay, and Dave, thank you so much for sharing because we've learned so much from you. You're amazing.
Yep. Thanks, Dave.
Anyone else want to share before we go? Go, Sarah.
Yes.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, shoot. Here we go. Okay, so before nutritional cleansing, I was overweight, tired and frumpy. I just turned 50 and felt really uncomfortable in my clothes and my confidence was nosediving. I was introduced to Isagenix by my good friend Shelley, who was looking amazing and seemed to have endless energy. I wanted to be like her. I've now been using the products for 2.5 years, and as a result, I've lost 10 kgs and feel fit and fabulous at 52. I'm super confident and comfortable in my clothes. I've got my mojo back and have energy and motivation. I believe everyone deserves to feel the best they possibly can, and I'm on a mission to show everyone that they can beat middle-age spread.
Wow, amazing. Yes. Let's do this. Yes.
That was awesome. The only one thing I would say is maybe just not mention Isagenix.
Right.
That was the only tip. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Thank
Love
you.
it, Sarah. Thank you. So good.
We want to build that intrigue, remember?
Yeah.
Rather than go away and Google it.
Yeah, nutritional cleansing. Use nutritional cleansing in there and boom. Love it. What a story, guys. How good's that? You can tell Sarah's been to some events and you can tell she's practiced her story, okay? And that's how it's going to come across. Anyone else?
We're on a roll. I reckon we can get one more. Ben. Go, Ben.
All right. So, did you just say before don't use Isagenix, just say nutritional cleansing?
Yeah, or a cleanse.
Okay. All right.
System. I say system a lot.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So before nutritional cleansing, I was exhausted. I relied on coffee and soft drinks for energy. I started getting anxiety, negative, and becoming someone I didn't want to be. I was introduced to Isagenix by my good friend Jared Batzer. I've been on the products for 6 months. As a result, I have kicked coffee and caffeinated drinks, committed to kick out all the anxiety and negativity from my day, and committed to practicing gratitude and having a more positive outlook on the day ahead. Excuse me. I now feel better than I ever have and would love all my friends and family to share this journey with me. That's it.
So good.
Yes, so good. Awesome job, Ben.
Just work with that to get rid of anxiety.
Yeah, I was going to say, just maybe not use anxiety. We
Yeah.
can't really talk about any medical conditions, but you could find a word that's going to relate to how you were feeling rather than using that word. Jared will be able to help you with that one.
Okay, cool.
Well done.
That's so close,
Loved it.
so close to going.
So good. And this is why we want to workshop it in the thread. Pop it in there. We can tweak it, make sure it's right before it goes out, because we want them to be compliant, and we want to make sure we don't have the ISG.
Yeah, and just like with anyone that's had any medical conditions that have stopped since using Isagenix, you know, that happens, but we can never really talk about that. It's not compliant for us to do that.
And for the new people on the call, the leaders on here know this, but the new people on the call, the reason why we don't use Isagenix is because we want to lure people in to asking us what it is. If we say Isagenix, they Google it, and that's okay. And they can buy it online, by the way. So you can lose people by saying Isagenix because you want to lure them in to ask them questions on what they want to improve in their health.
Relationship, you know, it's a relationship business. So you really want to, you know, ask questions from them, and they're going to do the same from you, and you're going to build that relationship and have that great rapport.
Anyone else want to share their story?
Danny will.
Danny.
Right. Okay, so I said Isagenix in mine, but mine's more of like the business side. So but I don't know what to say for that. Like before starting my business, this company, I don't know. Anyway, so I'll just say how it's written, and then we can fix it after that. Okay. Before Isagenix, I was overwhelmed by the mere thought of my future. I was constantly stressed and worried about what I was going to do after I finished school, and I couldn't stand the idea of being just another broke person in a broken system. I was introduced to Isagenix by my amazing mum, and I've been using the products for over 3 years. As a result, I am now overwhelmed by the possibilities of what my future holds. I can't wait to graduate year 12 so I can begin building the life I know I'm destined to have, and I'm just excited to inspire other young people to take charge of their destiny like me. I now believe that every single young person deserves to and has the potential to live the life they've always dreamed of.
Awesome, I love that. Well done. You know, feedback I would give
17 by the way.
one,
17.
At the end when you said you're overwhelmed for your future, I would say you're excited about your future. You're excited about that. You can't wait to see what's going to be happening, rather than overwhelmed. It's a bit of a negative word. But that's phenomenal. Well done. 17.
So guys, some words to knock out Isagenix. Before I aligned with this company, before I started using this system, before I joined, before I aligned with this company, before I partnered with a health and wellness company, you know, something like that. I really like, you know, I like using those kind of words, because nutritional cleansing, they can Google now and they can work out it's Isagenix. Okay. So just, yeah, lifestyle biz
is a good one. I use that one a lot.
But yeah, just think of some different words, come to us, we'll help you, post it in the thread, we've got this.
Yeah.
And you guys that are like thinking, oh, you know, I don't really want to do it, that's okay. But for those of you who do it, let me tell you that something big, something massive is coming, and this is going to help you guys with that. You need to get your ducks in a row now.
Trust us, we can't tell you anything.
Mac would actually they would probably cut my pay, but let's just say they would. I wouldn't be allowed on call.
You're not saying it, so don't worry about rumming it up. The thing is, something massive's coming, right?
Exciting. Do this week and hang out, and we'll be able to tell you soon.
So,
look at Jared.
Yeah, the thing is, whatever you're fearing, whatever the thing is that's your fear, that is your guide to what you need to do in order to have the life you want. So if this is fearful, if you're feeling like, I don't think I can do this, then that's the thing that you need to do. All right. If you're absolutely excited about this and it's not fearful, do the 100 anyway, and then find something that you are fearful about and do that this week. So if it's a Facebook Live, do that. If it's talk to the next random person you talk to out and about, do that. All right. So,
Who should go? 20 minutes.
Who's pumped?
John is cool.
Yeah. If you're pumped, let's just get the wiggle out. All right, I'm pumped. We're all pumped. This week is going to be so much fun because you guys are going to be like stretched out of your comfort zone. You're going to be talking to a lot of people, and you know what's going to be great is messaging us and saying, hey, how do I respond here? What's the best way here? What do I need to do here? Any advice on this? That's what we're here for, okay? And then as people are getting people interested on three-way calls, we're going to be posting that in the thread. This thread is going to be going off this week. Plus, we've still got the winter onesie. Still got the winter onesie. Winter onesie, you got Jared, Fawn, and Sarah, who are in the running for the overall prize, which is really exciting. So you guys keep crushing. And we've got the weekly prize as well. So exciting times. You guys are amazing. I love you. I love Team Free. Boom. What do you reckon?
We'll see you all next week.
Next week. Fawn will put this on our YouTube channel. Jump on there if you want any extra learning. You guys are gold. See you soon.
Unmute. Can we hear her?
Oh, unmute. You want to?
Bye, everybody.
Bye. If you want to unmute, you can
Unmute.
Oh, yeah.
See you guys, everyone. Thanks for the call.
See ya.
That's 44. 44.
Wow. Hey, we've got some good
Good to see it. No.
That is everyone's
Hey,
honor.
yeah. That's 4,400. I'm really,
It's
I'm,
not my forte.
um,
I'm a people person, not numbers.
so, I'm pumped to see Lee on the call because Lee's in the UK and all of our New Zealand team as well. I'm so excited that you guys are on this call because I know it's later for you and I know Lee, it's Monday and it's almost midday for you. I really appreciate those.
Sarah, so it's New Zealand. It's like 11
Yeah,
o'clock.
11 o'clock. So anyone that's
Yep,
out,
11:15.
you guys, we
Commitment.
love
Love
you
it.
guys so much. So thanks a lot. See you soon.